Hello, my name is JC Soto, and I'm the owner of Altamont Family Hearing. I'm a nationally board certified hearing aid specialist, and today we're going to shoot a video. We're calling it the patient journey, and it's to show you guys what a patient can expect to do a hearing evaluation and fitting some hearing aids. We do have our patient, Mike and Mary. They've actually been with us since day one, since we opened our practice and helped us with some marketing. We thought it'd be a good idea to bring them back in a few years later. What Mike and Mary don't know is that we have selected them to be the winner of our Resound Gift of Hearing Challenge. So
Really?
You guys did win, and today we are fitting you with some brand new top of the line Resound Nexia hearing aids. This is the first time as a practice owner that I've had the opportunity. We've partnered with Resound, which is one of the leading manufacturers of hearing aids, to donate a set of premium top of the line hearing aids. These hearing aids normally retail for close to $7,000, so they're pricey. They are the clearest thing that we have today, and I am very happy to help you. Last time we did have a conversation about we've been needing some hearing aids. In a moment, with your permission, we're going to put the camera in your ear. We're going to see what your ear canals look like, your eardrum looks like, make sure everything's nice and healthy.
He is the best. We've been here from day one, like you said, and he's helped us tremendously. And we're so thankful. He's everything to me.
Take it easy.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I'm like wanting to bust in the door.
And I gotta give you a big.
And I know when you said you're like,
So did you do the thing? And I was like, I did say, could
you did, and I was like, oh man, she caught me off guard. I don't know what the hell.
So we don't see any excessive wax, no perforations. It's normal to see these blood vessels right there on that malleus. That's the bone behind the drum.
Okay.
It's normal to see that little bit of red blood vessels on there.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see this left ear. And beautiful. Same thing, no excessive wax. Everything looks nice and clear.
Good.
You qualify.
I qualify. All right.
You get the new hearing aids. I'm excited for you guys. Come on up. We're going to go in that booth. I'm going to be plugging your ears with these guys. I'm going to give you a little remote. Every time you hear beep, 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 all I want you to do is push the button.
Okay.
Even if it's very, very soft, barely audible, if it's very, very faint, push the button when you hear it. Okay?
All right.
Let's see. Let's pop these in. I do have a few questions. In the last 90 days, have you had any sharp pain in your ears?
No.
Any sudden dizziness or vertigo spells?
No.
No. All right. Let's see how we're doing. Alrighty, can you hear me okay here?
Yes.
First, because in the past I saw that we did a little better in the left back in 22.
Okay.
So we're going to begin there. When you hear those beeps, even if they're low, push that button.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
And we're going to do the same thing for the left.
Okay.
Very important, I want you to pay attention to the little details. For example, like if the word is plural, if it's instead of twins, and you miss that S, that's an incorrect point. So focus and do the best that you can.
Okay.
What I'm measuring, she's going to say a sentence. Let's say she says, the sky is blue. I want you to repeat, the sky is blue. As she keeps going, you're going to start hearing more background noise, kind of simulating like a restaurant, a group. That's where most people have difficulties in big crowds. And some people can do well. I can see you're understanding well. One-on-one with hearing aids, you should understand a majority of what's being said. But if we're in a big wedding and a conference, that can be more challenging.
Right.
We're finished. We're all set, so give me a minute. I'm gonna just finish up my report, and we're gonna get you out of there, and we're gonna get you fitted with some brand new hearing aids.
All right.
I'm gonna show you what we should be seeing in an audiogram. So no matter where we go in the world to have a hearing evaluation, we're looking at this graph. This is telling us if we're hearing normal or not. 20 decibels and above, this is the hearing level. Think of this as volume. If you're hearing within 20 decibels, you have normal hearing. This red line in the bottom that says able area, it normally means if a person's hearing loss has gotten that far below. Sometimes there are hearing aids that can still help, but then we start getting into, are they gonna have distinction, quality of life? Are hearing aids appropriate? Are we a cochlear implant consultation? You're not there, so I'm gonna show you where we are now. This is your audiogram from today. This gray here is where we call this the speech banana. This is where most of speech falls. whether male, female, no matter the language, most of it's falling here.
Mhm.
Now, generally, women have higher frequencies, higher pitched voices. What that looks like normally is you can hear, there are many sounds you may feel like I hear, but not always understand. Or
Right.
it sounds like wah, 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 kind of Charlie Brown. It's not, you have to really pay attention to understand it. And that's where the hearing aids come in.
Mhm.
The good news here is, so we do have some loss, but we can help it.
Mhm.
The other is when you hear, you understand really well. Like you didn't really miss words one-on-one. You were on the money. There are people that if they're in the booth with no noise, understanding 50% of the words, 60, 70%. Sometimes doesn't matter the how clear the hearing aid is. We start looking at what is that person's ability to process what they heard.
Yeah.
That's what you still have, and that's what we want to hopefully retain.
Mhm.
This last number down here, you scored a 5.5, which means we want the person in front of you to be at least 6 decibels higher, louder than the background noise for you to understand them effectively.
Okay.
The moment that noise starts to climb up and they're closer to one another where their voice isn't overpowering, then that's where we start to like lean in, lip reading. Thankfully, these the Resound Nexia, they have the most noise cancellation separation in noise, and they do it automatically. These are our new
Okay.
Resound Nexias. Look at how tiny.
Oh. Oh.
Oh
So
my
that's what we're getting.
Perfect.
They're
Yeah.
actually, I think they're the smallest hearing aid right now for fully rechargeable. They have the Bluetooth. They have something called Auracast, which is, to not get too nerdy, I'll give you like a quick. It's the new Bluetooth standard that's coming to the world. So TVs, cell phones, laptops, tablets, anything that has a Bluetooth will now adopt this new technology. This is the first hearing aid that's future-proof and ready for it. First, I want to make sure that this is just a comfortable fit for you. Oh, that went right in. That feels good. This guy's going right in. And I know you're going to put these on like a pro because you've had hearing aids before. First impression?
Sharp and very sharp.
Very distinct. It's
Yeah.
going to be, these do have much more clarity than the ones you're coming off of. In the beginning, I tell everyone when you're getting a new hearing aid, there's always a process of adjusting. Sound is different, but these are going to give you almost like a crispy when it comes, in our experience, what we've seen with this new Resound Nexia is people are saying that they're hearing things that they haven't heard before. So how is my voice right now?
Perfect.
Not too loud, not too low. And Mary, let's borrow your voice.
How does my voice sound?
Your voice sounds pretty.
Thank you.
There you go. And how are you sounding to yourself?
Fine. I can
You can hear you.
I can hear me in there. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a little of that, but it's also really quiet in here, and it's just us. Sometimes we're like overthinking. How do I sound? How do you know? As soon as you start hearing the world and other sounds, that your own voice will kind of take a back seat. In the beginning, we kind of tune it out. I always say, like, when I'm getting new glasses, I'm always kind of, is this okay? Is this
Yeah.
And
Right.
then before you know it, your brain just adjusts.
Right. Exactly.
All right, we're gonna do some heavy lifting now. We're gonna do something called real ear measurement. What this is we've not done this before. I'm gonna put probe tubes in your ears. So they're little microphones that go in, they're gonna tickle quite a bit. It's gonna read your ear canal, and then we're gonna put the hearing aid back in behind that probe tube. And what I'm gonna see on the computer is making sure you're getting all the power that you should be getting.
Oh, okay.
So first, I'm not going to put them in. I'm going to do a quick calibration. You're just going to hear some loud noise coming from that speaker.
Okay.
You don't have to do anything. For all this, you don't have to do anything. There's just a part that's going to tickle a little bit, but that's normal. And it is going to be a little noisy at one point.
Okay.
That's okay. So now it's going to feel a little crowded in your ear, okay?
All right.
We got to get this guy in.
Try to take my glasses off.
Very fun. You got the glasses, the oxygen, my gear, the
Got
hearing
the
aids.
whole 9 yards.
You're hooked up.
Yeah. Hope to get rid of the oxygen before long.
Chaque swing sollte keine than the other. 拼命的 box. Bortsett fra alle shooting with war. La bis obliged der Nordpoleros. Og et bibos hausukød. Finally, der skal lage the hultermal. Nej, der mashup der i.
Beautiful. So there's a whole lot going on here. but there's a green curve here, and what I'm seeing is that the sound is covering all of our targets for speech.
Oh, okay.
So right off the bat, there's a little tweaking I'm going to do to give you some more highs. But right off the bat, like the resound nexias are doing what they're supposed to, which is what we want to see. Her voice is going to be very loud, and this is to see when there is a really loud noise, how well are these hearing aids compressing and saying, hey, let's bring that down. Let's protect them a little bit.
And so the little girl gave Hauzi the whole sugar instead of look at the sugar just wrapped it is like
I'm going to take all the stuff off of you, and then we're going to do a few more little adjustments. I want to show you what to listen for when the volume's running low. I do want to do a quick plug here. If you're not in Central Florida and you're getting fitted with hearing aids, you want to ask your hearing care provider about real ear measurement. That's what we just did. What that tells us is on the computer, we make sure that the hearing aid is giving the power that the patient's supposed to have. Sometimes we can be underfit, we can be overfit, which can be damaging to the person's hearing. If you are shopping for hearing aids, one of the big questions to ask first is which manufacturers they work with and making sure they have a variety. But number two, and I would say this is even more important than the manufacturer, is are they verifying the fit? Okay, so that's called real ear measurement. This hearing aid will automatically detect, hey, that's a soft-spoken woman or a soft-spoken man, and let's bump those soft settings up without you going up and pushing it.
Really?
What should happen is you should not feel like I'm going to reach for my phone and I have to adjust all the time.
Right.
Because these are adjusting for you. You're going to be hearing as we know that you're hearing as well as you should be. The rest are preferences. This is your volume. So if you go to the right, you're going to see the numbers going up. You can come down. I would leave it at number 8.
Okay.
Because that is what's set to your prescription.
Okay.
If Mary's fighting with you and you just want to tune it out, we have a mute button right here. And I'm kidding. She's going to throw something at you if you do that. Status just tells you they're both connected.
Okay.
My resound here, you have find my hearing aids. So let's say you went to the barbershop, you took them off, then you went home and didn't have your hearing aids, then you went to Publix, then you went to another store, then you went home. Where's my hearing aids? There are your hearing aids. Now, the hearing aids don't have GPS. What it's doing is pinging the last time your phone and your hearing aid were together.
Okay.
And we can see right there, we are in Altamont Springs, right off of Douglas Avenue. Come see us, Altamont Family Hearing. Give me a minute. We do have a little paperwork to fill out, but we are pretty much all set. What I want to do is set up a follow-up in, I would say in a week, but we're having our baby next week. Probably, I would say 3 to 4 weeks. I'm sure you're going to be doing well. If you have an issue, you can call before.
Okay.
But I do want to have something set on the calendar just to make sure everything's okay. And I know when we come back, we're going to be a little backed up with everything because we're going to be closed for a week. So give me just a minute. Let me get some of the paperwork going, and then that's it.
Sounds good.